Guys, you should probably stay the fuck out of true crime. And I'm going to explain why. I have never seen a dumber bunch of people in my entire life. So let's reiterate. Let's go back to what actually happened. Yesterday, I said, if this report is real, I will delete my channel. Okay? This morning, I made some phone calls. And when I made those phone calls, hey guys, when I made those phone calls, I couldn't get an answer. What I did get an answer about was that Brittany is a liar and lied about the CPS thing, but they do handwritten for the, whatchamacallit, they do handwritten for the, uh, rapid test. Okay, let me explain this slowly for those in the back, okay? Just because, and Jones and lean in, and all of Britney supporters, lean in, because I'm not going to say this twice. Just because the handwritten part, the lady was able to confirm that they can do a handwritten for the instant, that does not mean that that particular test is legit. I cannot even believe that I have to explain this. I thought that these people claim to be true crime, they would understand this, but they don't. So let me say that again, and I won't say it so slow. I am not able to confirm definitively that that test is real. I don't believe it's real. But unfortunately, I have no way to confirm it because CPS wouldn't let me send it to them. But don't worry, I'm still working on it. I have my ways. I'm not letting up until I figure this out because it's bugging me. At this point, I don't even give a fuck if she passed or failed. That's not even the issue. But the bet wasn't, oh, if they do it in handwriting, no. The bet was, if the paper is real. That's all I said. Not the paper, the test. If the test is real. But you have all these fucking idiots who can't seem to hear what I said. From Joneson on to, I don't know, other people, like all these comments that I'm getting. I'm sorry. Again, I'll say it slower. Again, or I'll say it at normal speed. Just because a test is done in handwriting does not mean that test is legit. And I am so dumbfounded at how many fucking people think that just because a test is done in handwriting, that must mean that one is legit. No. So I'm just dumbfounded. Absolutely dumbfounded. So unless there's proof that that particular test is legit, that one, not just one that's done in handwriting. So if you're one of the people that say, oh, you should delete your channel because it was proven, then please, please do yourself a favor and carry on with your badass self, and please stay out of true crime. I am not going into anybody's real life. Not at all. If I was going into someone's real life, trust me, you would know it. I have no desire to go into somebody's real life. This is all stuff that was put on the internet. And please remember that. This is all stuff she put out there, not me. That's another thing. Going into someone's real life would mean I mentioned that I would mention her name, which I never did. It would also mean that I was contacting family, friends, um, going into real life. Something that's put out on the internet is not going real life. Calling a local office and not giving a name is not going into someone's real life. Now, if I would have called and mentioned her name, in that respect, yeah, that I would agree with you, but that's not what happened. She called me a liar. She kept telling me I was lying, so I'm going to prove that I'm not the liar. That's not going in someone's real life. That's just proof. I mean, that's all it is. It's just proof. Because again, never once did I give her name. Didn't give her name, didn't give nothing. That's not someone's real life. The internet, phone calls are free. I'm free to call anywhere I want. I can call California, I can call Georgia, I can call Illinois, I can call anywhere. If I'm not given a name, it's not targeted to one person. So I'm sorry that you don't understand the difference. Because there really is a big difference. And if you don't see that, I don't know what to tell you. But there really is a big difference. Yeah, general inquiries. And you guys all heard it. It's not like I'm lying. I'm not telling you that, yeah, I didn't give her name and then I did. I never gave her name. General inquiries, that's a good way to put it. Hence also why I said that there's no way that I'm ever gonna be able to prove or disprove this letter. Her test. I do have one way to kind of figure it out though. Just one. I don't even know if they're gonna give it to me, so. And again, it has nothing to do with her. Susie, that is a fucking lie. See, Susie, now you gotta go. Now you gotta go, because you're a fucking liar. An absolute fucking liar. I don't do liars, Susie. Try again. Absolute fucking lie. Yeah, I don't deal with that. I didn't give out any names. Sorry, Susie, you're out. Liars, go hang out with Brittany. Then you could do liars. What's up, Denise? Hey, Miss B. So carry on with your badass self, Susie. If I see you again, you're gonna pay me. If something caused them to require a drug test, and I really don't see it being because someone called and accused her. No, that does happen, never stop. Because when CPS was called on me, I had to go do a drug test. They just told me, come down tomorrow, do a drug test. I had to pee in front of someone, but I didn't care. And honestly, I don't even remember what came of it because I knew nothing was going to be on it. So I never followed up. And they even told me, if anything's wrong, we'll be in touch. Okay. Hey, Kelly. What is my next show? Huh? What are you talking about? Thank you, Rock Jam. What do you mean my next show? Come up. Oh, how do I want to? Oh, won't let me sum you up. Oh well. I gotta stick to my own vice. Since everyone's talking about it, I'm gonna stick with it. Damn, I'm not giving up till I prove my case. And there's that. Uh, okay, there's a website called Energy Candles that you're free to order from. So for those that came in late, let me reiterate again, just so everyone's clear, and we can make this loud and clear. Hold on. And we can make this loud and clear. Let's just reiterate. Just because they said that a rapid test does handwritten does not equate to that test is real. Because also, let's not forget that Moon said that test was from March. Now, I did not see that. I do not have proof of that. But that's what all right, let me rephrase that. I have proof that she said, oh, March, but I have no proof on the actual thing that it was March. So I don't know what the March thing is, but that's what everyone's saying. But again, just because they do handwritten does not equate to that test is legit. So if you equate the two, you should really get out of true crime. Because that has to be almost as dumb as the C&D that Clue read off today. If you guys have not heard it, I suggest you go listen to Clue from today. What a fucking joke and a half. I think Betty writes a better C&D, and I'm not lying. I truly think Betty writes a better one. That had to be one of the most ridiculous C&Ds I think I've ever heard in my entire life. And I'm not joking. Like, truly was. This guy's even writing stuff like that Clue and Cletus need to stop harassing Britney's mods. Craig said March last night, but you cannot hear all of it. Oh, is that where it came from? Mona, I'm going to let you slide because you're not true crime. But you might want to rewind a little because you just got categorized as one of the dumb fucks. So because I like you, Mona, let me reiterate, okay? Because you're obviously the one in the back. Just because somebody said, the CPS worker said that a handwritten that they do handwritten ones for rapid testing, that does not mean that that test is legit. How so many of you are this fucking stupid, I have no idea. No idea. Absolutely no idea how people are so fucking stupid. 1 plus 4 doesn't equal 2. I just can't believe how stupid people are. The two things don't match. Okay, so it's handwritten. That doesn't mean that one's legit. My opinion, that one is still fake as fuck. Bye, Stella. Stella, I don't read comments that are as retarded as you are, so have a good day. I love Britney supporters. They're so fucking stupid. No, I didn't delete Mona. I wouldn't delete Mona. She pisses me off, but I wouldn't delete her. I are we like the only ones with a fucking brain around here? I don't understand how people think just because it could be in handwriting that means it's legit. It makes no fucking sense. It just makes no sense. Oh, look, it's the liar. Oh, I totally think it was fake, Texas. But if her supporters want, I can contact her social worker and get definitive confirmation. I mean, I could do that if they'd like. I don't think Brittany wants that, though. And I think that's kind of what Brittany was scared of. But I'll be happy to do it if they don't want to stop. I just thought it was funny when the girl said to me today, when she was like, no, Mona, she already released it according to her. Now, let me explain how it went down. Let me explain this. The way it went down was she was getting a lot of pressure about showing the test. And no, that's not what I said. I'm not. If you want to ask me questions and you're not a member and I don't know you, you're gonna have to pay me. So I'm not answering stupid fucking questions. Going back to my statement, Mona, what happened was, from what I heard or from what I understood, she was getting a lot of pressure from people about show the test, and she didn't want to show it. So then all of a sudden, her mods came out, and her mods said, oh, we saw the test. And then all of a sudden, miraculously, she has this test. So that's how I heard it went down. That's how I heard it went down. And then all of a sudden, she got back this rapid test like a couple of days later, which also makes no sense because rapid test, you would have got back on the spot. And on top of it, let's not forget, Brittany also lied. That was proven today, that Brittany lied. But her supporters don't want to remember that. Her supporters just want to forget that. But it was proven that Brittany lied. Like, Brittany lies about everything. But I will be happy to contact her social worker and tell her the whole scenario and send it to her, and then she could tell me the truth. I have no problem with that. Hey, East Coast. Yes, the lie is the CPS worker doesn't give her the results. Now, here's something I got to tell you, which I didn't listen to Brittany, so I don't know what, who she called or anything. But here's what I will say. I would need to hear the wording, but from what I was told, she said something along, can I pick up the report from you or can I get the report from you? I never said she couldn't get the report from her. The comment was, or what I asked the CPS worker was, all right, let me back up. Brittany said that she couldn't get the report because her caseworker was out on the field. Then she said that it couldn't be emailed and she couldn't get a copy of it. That's where the lie is. So when I asked the caseworker if that was true, no. The lab emails a copy to CPS and then sends a copy to the caseworker. I'm sorry, to the caseworker and to the patient. That's where the lie was. I'm not digging a hole anywhere, Mona. Brittany keeps saying I'm a liar, so I'm going to prove I'm not a liar, and I don't believe that is real. The problem is, without contacting her caseworker, which I really don't want to do, I have no way to prove the legitimacy of that test. But I don't believe it. Sorry. I know, Texas. I can't find, nobody seems to be able to find a clip where she said she took it at the house. I would love to find that clip. Nobody seems to be able to find it. Because I remember hearing that too. But of course, she deleted it. And unless somebody wants to sit there going through every fucking live she has, it's almost impossible to find. Even, hey, Jules, even the people that are recording it are saying, like, oh, I have to go through all of this. But I know she said it. No, Jen. But I know she said it. I didn't even know Decatur had a fair. I don't go to Decatur. I don't like Decatur. I did one show in Decatur like a year ago. There was nobody there. Oh my God, you people are so fucking stupid. Um, I'm trying to think of Muscle Shoals. That's far though, isn't it? Isn't it far from here? I think it's a few hours. It is far. That's what I thought. It's hard doing that. It's one of the reasons I want to get a camper is so I can travel because to get a hotel and stay overnight, it's a lot of money. Well, that we were gonna do the peanut festival in I forgot where it is. And the fuck, Dalton, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was in Dalton. And I was like, that looks like so much fun. I want to do a peanut festival. I was like, that would be awesome. But it never panned out. Yeah, it is Dawson, right? That's what I thought. But in order to do it, I think they wanted like $500 for a vendor fee. I was like, yeah, no. That's a little out of my budget. Just a tad bit. Yeah, some of them are crazy. Some of them are like ridiculously high, like stupid high. And they just keep getting worse and worse. Even local ones now are like 100, 150. I'm like, that's insane. I was like, I'll pay that much for like an indoor event, but not for an outdoor. Hey, seclusion. Yo, did Moon ever address the mouse? Did she ever address it? Like, is that like, was it her pet? I mean, some people have pet mice running around. They like them. I don't understand. Ew, but I've seen it. But Jen, if you're local, you should order a candle. So those of you that have orders in, I put 4 in the mail today. I got 8 more to send out tomorrow. Holly, yours is going out Wednesday. You're in the Wednesday batch. No micro? What's that? Hey, Joanne. I can make peanut wax melts. Yeah, no, I don't have any plans to be at a show soon. Yes, smash the thumbs up. Thank you, seclusion. That was nice of you. And Mona, I kind of disagree with you there. I really do. I definitely disagree with you on you shouldn't have to prove it. Sometimes you do have to. Yeah, I am. I might listen to. I'll probably listen to it just because I heard about it, and I don't know exactly what was said. I don't know. Like, I don't want to really talk about it because I don't know yet. So I don't know if she said, oh, can I just pick up the report? But let's go back. She said the other day or yesterday that the work is in the field and she couldn't get it. And it couldn't be emailed and it couldn't be something else. And that's bullshit. Because the lab emails it. She got a copy from the place. And that was like 3 weeks ago. No test takes this long. She's a liar. And I still don't believe. And nothing's going to make me believe that test was real. The handwriting was fucking identical. It was fake as fuck. And for all the Britney people that can't fucking see that, I don't know what to tell you. Waste all your money. I don't give a fuck. Just stay the fuck out of true crime because you're not smart enough to be in it. The CPS worker that she texted with said she could only go to the office and take a picture of it. That's bullshit. That is total fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. No way, no how. Of course she can get a copy of her own fucking paper. That's not what she said. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I gotta hear it. What did she say, Randy? Exactly, seclusion. That's what I'm saying. There's no fucking way. And the text message, yeah, why you on a first name basis where you texting? Yeah, I'm not buying that shit at all. She had to go to the office to pick it up, just like personal record. It wasn't in the phone call, it was in the text message. So what was in the phone call? Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. The lab, according to CPS, the lab sends it to her. I agree, Mona, but the lab sends it to her. They send her a copy, and I still say she has the copy. It's right under her fake ass paper. She tried to say, oh, that's a copy that they sent it off. You don't get a copy that they sent it off. Yeah, she allegedly had this text. Oh, the phone call was with. See, now everything changes. Why wouldn't she call her CPS worker? She's so full of shit. Occupational health isn't CPS. Oh, I didn't say she didn't take a test on the 9th, Randy. That was never an issue. We know she took a test. But instead, here's the thing, Randy. Instead of doing all of that, let me explain it very simple. All she had to do was show this carbon copy on a live. She didn't even have to show the results. Just show the top. Just show the top that the carbon copy that she has matches the one that she tried to pass off. That's all she would have had to do. Plain and simple. Randy, you're confusing two things. Let me dumb this down a little. I'm not calling you dumb. I'm saying let me dumb this down. We know that she went for a test on the 9th. We know that she gets carbon copies that can be handwritten. We know all this. That was never an issue. But the copy that she showed, I don't believe is legit. Let me try this another way. Let me say this again. Okay. We know that she got called in for a drug test. We know this. We know that she went down for a drug test. We know this. We know that it was on the 9th. All of this is confirmed. All of this we know already. This is not even up for debate. All that facts we know. picture that she sent, the one that I have been showing, that I don't believe is real. I'm sure she absolutely got a test on the 9th. I'm sure she absolutely has a carbon copy. Nobody is debating that. I am not debating that. That's all factual stuff that we know already. But I'm saying the picture that she sent to Moon and to the other one, that's the one that I don't believe is correct. That's the one I believe is fake. I can't explain this any better. All she would have had to do is show the top half of the one she has. Don't you guys wonder why she's not showing it? Forget the results. I don't even care about the fucking results at this point. Do you wonder why she's not showing the handwritten ones? Just curious. Do you wonder why she couldn't, when we accused the handwriting of being the same, why she just couldn't show the top to show that the one that she has is the same? Don't think a little. Just use your noggin. No, she wouldn't have to show her address. But Jen, her address wasn't on this paper. Remember that. She showed a yellow carbon copy on her live? Like she physically showed the top and it was filled out exactly the same? No, she didn't. Nice try, though. Nice try, though. But I agree with those of you that are saying what's done in the dark will always come to light. Oh, it will. No doubt about that. It will come to light. She's a scammer, Seclusion. There's really not much to be confused on. She is a scammer. And scammers cover their tracks. But she didn't cover them that well. Believe me, I'll prove my case. I will prove she's a scammer and that she's lying. Now, again, she's not lying about taking her drug test. We know that. We know CPS was called. We know that it goes through occupational health. We know all this. But again, the paper that she sent, that's not her current test. Thank you, Island. Exactly right. Moon cheese, that's like mentioning Beetlejuice to me. So I will ignore that comment. Thanks. I don't watch her, Wendy V, or any of them. But thanks, so. No, Rock Jam. Okay. Then I think you should go watch it, Moon. Have a good day. I don't mention her on my channel. And the fact that you put it in twice, no thanks. Exactly, Island. But that's because you're a true crime person and you kind of get my, my train of thought. But a lot of these people don't get a proper train of thought. They think 1 plus 3 equals 5. So let's circle back to the beginning. We're going to circle on back, and I'll repeat what I said, and then I got to go because I got to run into a store. But we're going to circle back, and let me state this again. But now I have more to add to. Just because they do a rapid test, thank you, Island. I totally agree. I think everyone's making her more important than she. I agree with that too. Good vibes. But this isn't even about her. That's why I said I don't even give a fuck about the drug test anymore. But let's back up. Let me just reiterate this one more time. Okay, see, this is why you people are fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. I can't handle fucking idiots. Let me say this one last fucking time for you morons. Quest Diagnostic has nothing to fucking do with the top of the paper that she sent us. That she sent Moon has nothing, absolutely fucking nothing to do with the test that she sent to Moon. Nothing. I'm talking the test that she showed doesn't match anything that she fucking showed. I don't know why you people are so fucking stupid. We know she had a drug test. We know this. We know CPS ordered a drug test. We know this. We know that a rapid test is done on a carbon copy and can be handwritten. We know this. Well, that we learned today. We know all this. But the test that she sent out to her friends to prove that she's not on drugs, the ones that's missing information, that is what I'm questioning. Nobody is fucking questioning that she had a fucking drug test. It's her lies. Quest just came up today. She knows she's fucking lying, but she keeps spinning it, and you idiots keep fucking falling for it. Please stop coming to me with your fucking stupidity. I can't lay it out any easier. She could show you 15 fucking thousand pieces of paper. Show the legitimate one that you sent to your mods. Because if you have so many pieces of paper in your possession, then why did you send this one to your mods if you don't have the other one? Where did she get a quest one from? God, you people don't fucking think. It is so frustrating. Ugh, I can't. Yeah, you know what I thought was funny too, Seclusion? Remember the other night I said that on a live? I did. I said that on a live. And I said, there's few labs. One of them is Quest, one of them is LabCorp. And then all of a sudden today, she's got stuff from Quest. Well, how did she get stuff from Quest if she didn't get her test back yet? Because she keeps claiming she never got her test back. Well, if you didn't get your test back, then how do you know what did you get back from Quest? Makes no sense. I know good vibes. Guys, why don't you go over to Clue or Jay or someone like that? Go chat in their chat. Like for real. Not you guys, you know who I mean. Oh, I don't believe that drug test was real anyway. But I just thought it was funny that how do you have something from Quest if you didn't get your drug test back yet? Hello? But seriously, I don't know how I can lay it out any easier. I just don't. I know Moon said March, but she didn't prove anything that it said March, and the paper I got doesn't have a date. The one that Angela sent me has no date on it. So I honestly don't know where Moon got March from. Because if Angela and Moon got the same paper, then there's no date. So I don't know. Quest wasn't on the one that I got. Quest wasn't on that one. I guess Quest came out today or something. Oh, someone in your chat said March. Okay, so Moon said it was someone. No, I heard you say March, or unless you were reading a comment. Yeah, it was said on Moon's live, and everyone was saying Moon was saying March, but she didn't show anything for March, and the one Angela sent me had no date. Had no date at all. I'm not in madness. I just don't like fucking stupid people. Ones that claim they're true crime and they can't put one on one together. Well, we do. All right, let me say this again. We know that she got a drug test on the 9th. That we know. We all know that. She talked about it. So we know that happened. So, and we know that CPS can go through occupational health. We know all this. This is not new. But what I'm saying is the paper that she sent to Moon and Angela, the one that I've been showing, she has yet to show the copy of that live. She's showing a lot of other things. She's showing her Quest, which again would be the drug test. She wouldn't have that paper if she didn't have the drug test. According to the CPS worker, she gets a copy and CPS gets a copy. Audacity, I kind of agree. Uh, I agree with that, Senna. I honestly, I don't know how anybody believes anything. She is. So is Laura. What is Laura? Thank you, LA. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. She wouldn't have the Quest paper if she didn't have Quest results. So is. Oh, I gotcha. She wouldn't have the paper. It's just another, like, she's just covering up and covering up and covering up. Yeah, show the original rapid result. That's it. She, instead of all this other shit she's showing, making it out like I said that she never had a drug test. I never said that. We all know she had a drug test, and we all know when she had a drug test. But she never showed the one that she sent out to her mods. That's the one I call fake. Nobody can prove that that's real because she has not shown it. She is spinning it so many people think that like I said, she never had a drug test or something. I never said that. And now people are looking over, like, these people just have no clue about how this shit works or true crime. They have no idea. She can't keep a story straight. I know, Jerry, I'm going on what people are telling me about what she showed. Like the fake text message that told her, oh, you can only get it if you come here and take a picture. That is a fucking blatant lie. CPS would not allow you to take a picture of your own fucking record. You can absolutely have a copy. Dumbest thing I ever heard. Because she was getting called out. That's why. Her gaslighting is on steroids, Denise. Let's face it, if you don't go along with Brittany, you have no morals and you're evil. Yep. And you're a hater. You must be a hater. Good vibes. Did you happen to listen to Clue today when she read out the C and D? It's actually a really good live. They make fun of it. I'm telling you, Betty writes a better C and D than this attorney. Like, I shit you not. Why would they need to do a drug test? CBS? Yeah, if somebody calls CPS on you and they say that you're doing drugs or you're abusing drugs, they can order you to come down and take a test. And then you would have to go down and take a test. I agree, Jerry. Like, when someone called on me for that, I had they told me come down the next day and take a test. So I went down the next day and took a test, and that was it. I mean, I knew it was coming back blank. I wasn't worried about it. Did you hear it? It was so ridiculous. Yeah, but she can't get money out of Clue. In order for her to get money out of Clue, she would have to um she would have to do it in Clue State. See, we said the same thing. That we have a hard time believing that. It was a good live though. They made it funny. But the more they read, I just kept thinking, you know what? Betty writes a better C and D. I really think Betty's C and Ds are better. Like no joke. She said no. They asked her that. Did you mail it to the wrong person? And Clue said no. But it was just chock full of lies. And forget the lies that were in it because I don't watch any of them enough to know what lies were actually being said. But the real funny part was that not only was it full of lies, but there was nothing in it that was so horrible. It was based on Clue's opinion. That's it. It wasn't based on defamation or anything. It was strictly Clue's opinion. It was fucking weird. I was like, why would they fucking do that? That's so strange. And the lawyer, I mean, then I gotta get off here, but even the lawyer, this is how dumb it was. The lawyer said that Clue and Cletus are not allowed to harass Brittany's mods. What? You don't have a say in Brittany's mods. That's for Brittany's mods to do. If Brittany's mods wants to say something, and Brittany's mods can do that. But Brittany's attorney can't stick up for her mods. It was a stupid, like, there's no way a lawyer wrote that. There's just no way. I hope they wipe their asses with it and fucking laugh their ass off. Sounded like my kids. Exactly, Holly. 100%. And every single thing that they wrote was fucking, whatchamacallit, was opinion. They can have whatever opinion they want, whenever they want. So, I don't know. They're saying a lawyer didn't write it, but I mean, obviously a lawyer did write it because they have to mail it back to the lawyer. So, I don't know. The whole thing is fucking whack, but it's just another round of bullshit from Brittany. But hey, these people want to get suckered, you go right ahead. And don't, we'll be here to pick up the pieces when you find out what a scammer she is. Um, seen someone on X a million times. So, oh, there's lots of people 10 times worse. And that's another thing. It says they were overnighted, but yet, um, it says it was overnighted, but it wasn't overnighted. It was like a week later. The whole thing is fucking whack. I don't believe any of it. I really, truly don't. I think Brittany is fucking scamming everybody. Absolutely scamming everyone. No, it's not normal. And I'll tell you what's not normal. Most lawyers use legal typing, which would be double spaced. That is not. I think even Betty did double spaced. In North Carolina, it doesn't have to be double spaced, but it should be double spaced. It's just so many things. They highlighted it. Like, I've never seen a C and D with like highlights or like, it's fucking weird. No, I believe it's real. I just think the lawyer sucks. I mean, because they have to send it back to the lawyer, so I definitely believe it's real. I just think the guy's horrible. I think they paid like $50. And I also stand by what I said that I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think it was ever meant to go anywhere. And I think it's all another scam. I really do. But I got to get into the store, and I will see you guys shortly. All right? I'll see you guys in a little while. We can finish this combo.